So I just did a video of Lennox's 6-month update. So now I'm just gonna do a quick one on my 6-month postpartum update with a C-section. I had C-sections with both of my kids. Jameson's was not planned, and then we opted for the C-section for Lennox. Jameson's birth was extremely traumatic, and I contemplated a VBAC with Lennox, and I just really didn't want to go through what I went through with Jameson all over again while having a baby at home, a 2-year-old at home. For my recovery and everything, I just felt like it was smarter of me, wiser of me, if I just went ahead and had the C-section. And at the time, we were living in North Carolina. We had no family there. So selfishly, the C-section worked out for that reason as well. We had someone home with our son, and we knew when we were going, although the funny thing is I actually started contracting the night before my C-section was that next morning, and all that day before I was like, I think I'm having contractions. My mom was there and she's like, well, guess you just see what happens. My water never broke or anything. I just kind of dealt with it all night long, and then went in the morning and had my C-section because I really wanted my doctor. I was afraid to go in at night and get another doctor to do my C-section, but my water didn't break either, so they probably would have not done the C-section until the next morning anyway. But so that's a little background on me and my C-sections. I actually found out postpartum with both of my kids. I was told that my cervix is extremely small and oddly shaped. So I do believe that I made the right decision with Lennox being a C-section, even though she was a much smaller baby. I just believe it was the right decision for me personally. I have friends who had C-sections and then did VBACs and absolutely loved it. And honestly, I would have loved to been able to go vaginally, but it just didn't work out for me. So I made the best of my situation, and here I am, 6-month postpartum. I'm feeling fantastic. Recovery wise, I have nothing. If any of you out there have had C-sections, you know you get these like weird, or surgery for that matter, that cuts nerves of any type. You get these like sharp pains for like 5 to 10 seconds, and I still randomly get them where you're like, ooh, this hurts, but then it goes away. So it's nothing, it's not a big deal. It's just your nerves kind of trying to fuse back together because they've been damaged by being cut. I have no ab muscles whatsoever, so I gotta work on that because they were not only stretched with pregnancy, but then cut in half. So that doesn't feel great. I actually was working out with my husband the other day, and I was like, oh my word, I have no abs whatsoever. This is so painful. It was a good painful, but it was painful. It was not like your normal, oh, my abs are getting sore. It was like my abs are ripping in two, and it was not fun. But I need to do more of it so that I can build them back up. Weight-wise, I'm having a really hard time this second pregnancy. With Jameson, I've always been on the overweight side my whole life. I'm 5'2", and I range, my normal weight is between 140 and 150. Not that I'm fat. I'm not calling myself fat. I don't think that I am, but I've always been a heavier girl, just thicker. I have a very large rear end and big thighs and stuff. So that's just my body, and I've learned to love it and accept it. But with Jameson, after I had him, breastfeeding was my best friend. I lost so much weight. I was eating so much. I could eat whatever I wanted. every time I would get on the scale, it would just go down, down, down. It was actually fantastic. It was the first time in my life that I was thin, really. I was like 128 at my lowest after Jameson. And when I got pregnant with Lennox, I was 150. And I gained a lot of weight with her. I gained like 50 pounds because I just wanted to have fun. But you know what? It's funny because with Jameson, I actually gained 45. So I really didn't, and I worked out my whole pregnancy with him and was super careful. And, you know, it's your first pregnancy and you do those things, and I still gained 45 pounds. So with Lennox, I, of course, walked and was healthy. I didn't like go crazy, but I kind of just fed into my cravings and all of that, and I gained 50 pounds, so only 5 pounds more, but I just am having a lot harder time getting it off. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just my second baby and my body has been there, done that, and it's just not dropping the weight. I've had a few friends tell me, oh, it's because you had a girl and it's harder to lose weight with girls. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but for me, there is. It's been a lot harder. So right now, I'm at 160 on the dot. I just weighed myself this morning, which I need to get out of these 160s. I don't, for my size, for being 5'2", there's something about that number that I just don't like. But at the same time, I'm telling myself that it's not about a number, and it's really not. It's about how I feel, and I'm learning to accept that. And the only problem is I don't fit in any of my clothes. I wear leggings and yoga pants, and I have 2 pair of jeans that fit me that are, you know, bigger in size. My regular size is like a 6'8". And so really it's not about the number. I could be 160 pounds and I'd be totally okay with that if I fit into my clothes. I refuse to buy new clothes. So that is something's gonna have to give. My husband and I are gearing up to start a 24-day challenge together. We always do better if we do it together, and we just want to be healthy for our kids. And it's not about, you know, I have stretch marks all over my body. It's not about getting into a bikini, and it's not about showing off my body in any way. It's just about me feeling good about myself and getting back to somewhat normal. Your body's never really the same after a baby, and that's okay. I'm proud that I could carry my 2 children and be healthy and them be healthy, and that makes me proud. You know, and it's also hard when you're nursing because my boobs are so much bigger than they normally are. So my shirts don't fit right anyway, and that's okay. I'll get there, and I'll keep posting updates on my progress, and I'll let you guys in on some information about that 24-day challenge. Maybe some of you want to do it with us. It always helps to have support and accountability. So, but that'll be a later post. We're not ready to jump into that yet. But thanks for listening, and I will keep you updated.